New at 11, a new Center 7 exclusive. The manhunt for 44-year-old Mark Edwards and 14-year-old Michaela Bruce comes to an end. The two found in the back of a van. New Center 7's Natalie Jovanovich joins us live with an interview with that man driving the van. Natalie?
Ramondo Brandon told me tonight that he hadn't seen Edwards in a long time, but the two were friends. He had known him for several years, but he had been living out of the area. That was until last night when he was driving down Selma Street on his way home from dinner and noticed him on the side of the road.
And I saw, and I say this because this is Mark and this is her, and I noticed right away him.
Brandon says as soon as he noticed the pair, 44-year-old Mark Edwards and 14-year-old Michaela Bruce, he pulled into the Clark gas station at the corner to wait for them.
He got to the door, and I hollered at him, Mark. He stopped, turned around, and he looked at me, and he got excited.
They got into Brandon's van, and he drove them around the corner. His intention to let them know how serious the situation had become.
The FBI looking for you. U.S. Marshals looking for you. What? So you didn't know? No, well, they haven't been in front of a TV in the past 3-4 days. She was concerned about, well, I'm gonna get you shot. And she was crying. She was so upset that she made, what's wrong? I'm gonna puke. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
As they were talking inside of the van, a police cruiser pulled up behind, and Brandon encouraged his friend to turn himself in.
He got out of the van, put his hands behind his back. He helped her out of the van. I want everybody to know there was no danger for her or himself. There was none of that. It was Mark being the good guy, rescuing her from whatever she was going through.
Brandon told me his prayers were answered, that he wanted to be the one to find them so nothing could happen to the friend he calls religious and respectful.
He's a good guy all around. I mean, you know, he had faults, everybody does, but as far as his self-worth, his true character, he's a good guy. The situation he got himself into was one that is confusing to a lot of people. So it will be until everything's settled and understood.
Yes, still a lot of unanswered questions about this, and we will, of course, continue to follow this case and any new developments that may arise as more details do come out. Brandon told me tonight that he is just thankful that no harm came to either Edwards or Bruce during this whole thing. Reporting live in Springfield, Natalie Jovanovich, News Center 7.
And the manhunt ended after 72 hours thanks to a News Center 7 viewer who made the 911 call. We have the exclusive interview with the man who made this frantic call.
Hey, the people that you have on TV that are on the news, the girl and the guy, they're at the Convenience Mart on Selma Road and John Street right now. They're inside the store right now. I just talked to them. They're in the store right now. You got to come right now because they're going to take off, but they're in the store right now.
Walter Portman tells us he made note of 44-year-old Mark Edwards and 14-year-old Michaela Bruce after seeing their photos on News Center 7. And then Friday night, he spotted the pair at this Clark station on Selma and Sunset in Springfield inside this van.
Seeing them walk in there, I just didn't want them to get away, her being so young with him and everything, and I got little girls, so I was just concerned for her safety.
Portman told News Center 7's Jessica Hefner he knew it was them.
She was just all hugged up on him. I knew from the hair, you know, she had like the blonde hair like they said. A guy had said that's Mark, so I just figured put two and two together.
Moments later, Springfield police caught up with the van on John Street where Edwards and Bruce were found in the back. Edwards is now in jail where he's expected to be arraigned tomorrow morning. Bruce was sent to a juvenile detention center. Well, we're told that Bruce will likely be charged with contributing to the interference of custody and inducing panic. As for Edwards, he's expected to be charged with felonious fleeing and eluding. That's in addition to a host of charges from the original fleeing incident in September.